Isn't this man's veins busting at the seams? Isn't Trump's veins on fire or something? Don't he got something going on? I heard about the CEO that was caught up at the Coldplay concert. What y'all did not tell me was that the shorty he was caught up with worked at the company that he was the CEO of. Y'all left that part of the story out. Welcome to Afternoon Coffee. What up, what up, what up? We got a few things to talk about, quite honestly. And so let's actually start with, I actually want to start with Shannon Sharpe. Can we start off? I don't want to come in too hot, but can we start off by talking about Shannon Sharpe? So for those of y'all who don't know, Shannon Sharpe was taken for a lawsuit by an OnlyFans model. I don't even want to call her an OnlyFans model. By a young woman who was 19 that he was dating when he was like in his 50s. Okay? Now, she was suing him for $50 million. Shannon Sharpe said that he wasn't going to give her $50 million. So instead, Shannon Sharpe decided to fight this, okay? It later came out that he originally tried to settle with this, she was suing him, let me be clear, for SA. Now, it later came out that she already told Shannon Sharpe, or he tried to settle for $10 million already. Gabby, who was at the time named as Jane Doe, said $10 million wasn't enough of what he put her through. Shannon Sharpe then decided that he was going to play this out and fight it. Now, how Shannon Sharpe decided to fight it was by exposing her when she decided to go as Jane Doe. And then he decided that he wanted to tell us that he was innocent. Now, once he told us he was innocent, Jane Doe and Tony Busby, who's Jane Doe's lawyer, decided to come out and share the intricate details of what happened. Right? So they had this ongoing lawsuit happening. Everybody stopped hearing from Shannon Sharpe. He got real quiet after ESPN told him to exit through the back door. Now, it's since come out that the lawsuit was dropped because they settled. They settled. Tony Busby made a statement saying that they will not be continuing to pursue a lawsuit because they're closing it out and everything was satisfied, aka they settled. Now, they're not telling us how much he settled for, but Gabby, the woman who was suing Shannon Sharpe, came out and made a statement saying that she's retiring from OnlyFans now. Gabby, the one that was suing Shannon Sharpe, that settled, said she's retiring from OF now. So I don't even need to know, I don't know if we need to know how much they settled for, but Shorty said, I got the bag. Okay, the bag. She wanted us to know the bag, and I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. And let me also say to y'all that I feel like if he was gonna settle, he should have settled without traumatizing us, okay? Because we had to listen to voice or phone call recordings of him saying, how does it sound? Big black man choking little white girl out in public. We had to read text messages of him saying, or of her saying she want him to put a big black baby in her. We had to listen, we had to read text messages of her talking about what she was going to do to his bookie hole. Why couldn't you just settle to begin with? And let me be clear, I believe everything she was saying, because there was even text messages where she said that I wanted to use a condom, you didn't listen and you did it anyway, and then you put it in my... Yeah, Shannon Sharpe, you could have just paid her the money she was asking for and everybody else could have been fine. Now we all traumatized and she got a bag and she's retiring. I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she retired. And let's not forget, that this was all after Shannon Sharpe already traumatized us when he accidentally went live sharing the audio of him hunching with somebody at his big old age. All to prove he wasn't gay. Please. Okay, that was where we needed to draw the line. You're too old to be trying to hang with the young boys. I can't take it. Anyway, all I'm saying is she secured the bag. They not telling us how much yet, but I can't wait to find out how much she settled for. And I hope that she got enough for her pain and suffering and our pain and suffering, because we deserve something too. We deserve to be compensated. So that's the first thing. We need to put that on the table. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is that y'all did not tell me. So I heard about this CEO of the astrology company being caught up outside with his little ting. Okay, I heard about the astrology, whatever he is. I heard about the CEO that was caught up at the Coldplay concert. What y'all did not tell me was that the shorty he was caught up with worked at the company that he was the CEO of. Y'all left that part of the story out. I thought everybody was just thinking that he was creeping in between the sheets in. Y'all did not tell me that the CEO of the astronomer company was caught out with one of his staff that work in HR. Baby. Now, this is different because when I first heard about the story and I heard that y'all was saying that he got caught creeping, I'm thinking, men, like, I hate us as a species. You know what I'm saying? We don't do good. It just is what it is. Why are we surprised? But then when I found out Shorty worked there and people was questioning why he needed to be fired or why he needed to step down, is y'all cool? Is y'all cool? And HR... And then I heard some people saying, well, what's going to happen to her? Nothing. She might get a promotion because she could sue the hell out of them. Because you can't be hunching with employees. She probably nothing. What's going to happen to her? What are we talking about? She's nothing. You can't be the CEO hunching with somebody that you used to work for, that works for you. There's a power dynamic. Do y'all understand that? When you work in a company, if you are a leader of any sort and you decide to have any sort of relations with any employee who has less authority than you, that person is automatically the victim because you have more power and privilege. You can control whether or not they have a job. I don't understand why y'all shit where y'all eat in the first place. That to me is weird. But the shit where you eat and do it with somebody who you know could sue you and sue the company, she must have been putting it on him. You know what I'm saying? She must have been putting it on him. Because I ain't no way. You was willing to risk it all? You was willing to risk it all for a little piece of coochie? Yeah, she knew what she was. I'm not even mad at her. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad at her. Yeah, I wish I could say that I was mad at her, but I'm not mad at her. I hope she run up a bag. And yeah, I don't know. But at a Coldplay concert, y'all wasn't even trying to hide it. And maybe she wrong because her husband is CEO. But at the end of the day, that man was the CEO of that company. So done. And that company, I know the company better treat her real right because that's a crazy lawsuit. The way that she could run up a bag on them, and now that he quit, if they still lovers, if I was her, I would sue, and you still get to be with your man. I would sue the company. He don't work there no more. What sense does it make to hold off? And he got enough money to pay for the lawyer. They probably gonna live good. Next, I want to talk about Trump. Donald Trump. I don't even know where to start with this one. But Donald Trump posted an AI of Barack Obama being arrested. Donald Trump posted an AI image of Barack Obama, a black man being arrested. Okay. Donald Trump also is threatening to withdraw whatever's supposed to happen for a stadium for what he calls the Washington whatevers if they don't change their name back to the Redskins, which we all know that name changed because it's racist and problematic. And he's saying if they don't change their name back, that the deal that he cut with them, he's going to take it back. Isn't this man's veins busting at the seams? Isn't Trump's veins on fire or something? Don't he got something going on? Why are you worried about the Washington Commanders' names? Don't you got veinitis or whatever? What's going on? I think there's some confusion about what the president is supposed to be doing. Because you reposting AI videos and telling people that they need to change their football team name back. Are you the president or not? Are you the president or not? Because your veins is about to implode. Not to mention that you and all the Republicans is fighting for your life. Is fighting for your life, not to release the Epstein files. Don't you need to be at a doctor taking care of the veins? I'm sick of it. And y'all know, and what's sad is that he's not going to ever be impeached. And if he does, he's still going to finish out his presidency. And to all the people who were initially Trump supporters, I say this, and I continue to say this. Y'all don't get to change y'all mind now and play victim and want to come over to the other side because y'all are realizing all the crazy shit he's doing. If you was a Trump supporter, stand on that. Stand on that because y'all literally did not care about human decency. Y'all did not care about the fact that this man was going to negatively impact folks' lives in ways that would leave people without food, leave people without health care. He told y'all he was going to do all of this. One thing I can call Trump a lot of things. But he told us all of this was going to happen. He said it. He ran a campaign on being racist, problematic, and big. You know what the problem is? The problem is that a lot of the people who voted for him, which are white folks who are in the middle of nowhere, they thought that his racism would outweigh the fact that he don't care about poor people. They wasn't listening. And this is what happens when you don't listen and all you hear is racism, 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 and you get the running because all you heard was racism, but you didn't hear about the fact that he also doesn't like poor people. He don't care about poor folks. But are y'all cool? Is y'all like, I don't think y'all was listening. He made it very clear that he don't like poor people either. White, black, purple, orange, green. If you poor, he don't care. And y'all heard racism and y'all started running. Y'all was like, oh yeah, this is the one. That's it. He said those black people are DEI hires. We gotta vote for him. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it at that because everything that he got going on, for all the people that voted for him, this is y'all fault. Y'all have made this the way it is, and y'all don't get to now come over to the other side and talk to us because y'all are about to be without health care, because y'all are about to be without food, because you voted for someone based on racism. Racism was more important to you than the actual well-being of our country. Good luck. I don't want to hear from y'all. Sorry. The next thing, UMG. So if y'all don't know, UMG is being sued by Drake. I know this is not supposed to be funny, but I cannot believe we still talking. I can't believe that we still talking about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake rap beef. I can't believe we're still talking about it. Meanwhile, Brent Faiyaz is coming out with an album in September. Y'all not focused on what's important. Y'all not focused. Brent Faiyaz is coming out with an album in September, and Drake is still talking about the fact that he lost a rap beef with Kendrick Lamar. Anyway, I just wanted to make sure we all knew that Brent Faiyaz was coming out with an album, because I don't know about y'all, but you know what I'm saying? Hype me up. Anyway, so now Drake is not suing Kendrick Lamar. Drake is suing UMG, Universal Music Group, because they're both a part of Universal Music Group. And he's suing them for defamation of character because he says that they allowed Kendrick Lamar to slander his name on purpose. Now, this is stupid. Drake trying to sue hip hop is very Karen-like. I want to be clear. And this is why everybody can't be a part of the culture. They start getting braised, they start getting weird. It's giving culture vulture. Very, very much Karen. He starts threatening to sue hip hop, and now UMG is fighting a defamation of character lawsuit, and they want Kendrick Lamar to testify in the lawsuit. What does he need to testify for? What does he need to testify for? Leave K. Dot out of this. I want everybody to leave, because K. Dot has made it clear from the beginning of this rap beef. He really from the streets. Like, he really from, you know what I'm saying? He from that part of Cali. You know what I'm saying? He on that. He's not going to court to be an op. Y'all are dead wrong for trying to string this man along. And this is my problem. Because too many of y'all, and I'm not gonna, I was trying to leave it alone. Too many of y'all want to be a part of the culture, but at the same time, y'all want to be back on the plantation. And it's so hard for me, because I don't want to argue with nobody that's walking around talking about, yes, massa, put the chains on me, massa. But too many people want to be a part of the culture, but at the same time are running to massa. It's kind of ironic. It's kind of ironic. It's ironic how people will go to lengths to show up as Karens within the culture in opposition of actual black people. I don't, hands up, don't shoot. It's too many people that is willing to be Karens in opposition of black culture. I'ma just leave that there, because sometimes people don't realize that anti-blackness can run through your own veins.